evening, viewers, and welcome to this edition of NTV Sports Page. It's Thursday, the 30th of June, and I'm Curtis Morton. In our headlines, Sharma secures UK contract, and in our feature for this evening, Nevis knockout set for September. We'll take this break, and I'll be right back. Well, I'm back and we start with cricket. Cricket West Indies has confirmed the international retainer contracts for the West Indies men's and women's players for 2022-2023 season. A total of 36 players have been called or offered contracts for the period which runs from 1st July to 30th June 2023. This in addition to 90 players across the region who are contracted to Territorial Board franchise squads. The full list of contracted players for the West Indies men: Jeremy Blackwood, Nkrumah Bonner, Craig Brathwaite, Joshua Da Silva, Jason Holder, Shai Hope, Akin Hussain, Alzari Joseph, Brandon King, Kyle Mayers, Obed McCoy, Nicholas Pooran, Rovman Powell, Kemar Roach, Jaden Seals, Romario Shepherd, Odin Smith, and Hayden Walsh Jr. For the West Indies women, Aliyah Aline, Shemaine Campbell, Shamelia Connell, Deandra Dottin, Ali Fletcher, Afi Fletcher, that is, Cherian Fraser, Shabika Gajnabi, Janelia Glasgow, Chinel Henry, Mandy Mangru, Haley Matthews, Anissa Mohammed, Chediam Nation, Karisma Ramharak, Kesia Schultz, Shakira Selman, and Stephanie Taylor, along with Rashada Williams. Closer to home, captain of the local cricket team, Youths of Nevis, Bajnarain Sharma, has secured a contract in the United Kingdom. Let's take in this. Bajnarain Sharma is the captain of the Youths of Nevis team, and he would have also represented one of the West Indies under-teens teams, and we'll talk a little bit more about that in a while. But I think he has some good news to share, so let's get the good news.
Well, Sharma is back on the chart. I will be leaving tomorrow to go to England to represent Kingsley Berry. That's a club in the Northampton side. It's a very good club too. They play a lot of cricket, they customer winning tournaments. So it's just a good opportunity for me. Going forward, in Nevis we play a lot of cricket, a lot of white ball cricket. So we'll be going up there playing most likely red ball and couple probably pink ball and white ball games. But it's a short period of time, 3 months, because the season soon up. The season lasts for 6 months, and 3 done gone, so 3 left. This year is the boiling time, so it's a game on time for the last year.
So who made the contacts for you?
Well, I have an agent in England. His name is Robbie. Yeah, he's a very good agent, and he also deal with one of the players who represent West Indies with me also, Zawandi White. So good to see he dealing with two of us that come from that part, so that is good.
So Zawandi is also playing for the same club?
No, he playing for a different club.
Okay. Yeah. So in terms of that under-teens team, remind us what team it was that you represented? You went to England already for the West Indies.
It was under 15. It was in 2016. It was under 15. West Indies under 15.
So you already have a little bit of a knowledge of the conditions in England. How well did you perform in that under 15 tour?
Well, it didn't went to plan because it was a different condition first time. The first 2 games I ended up getting injured. A small recover to play the last 2. I didn't play 3 in all, but the first 3 I didn't play. The last 2 I ended up playing, taking 3 and 2 wickets. In the first one I take 2 wickets and the last one I take 3. Yeah, and that was it. That's short tournament.
And your batting has come on a long way since that. You have certainly made some runs this particular season. You want to talk to us a little bit about the form you're in right now?
Well, it's hard work, and if you know me as a hard player, and I don't believe anything come easy in life. You have to work for it, and it's all about God timing. When God ready for you, you just have to keep working. You have to do your part and hope for God to do His part.
Okay, so right now, as you go off, we want to wish you all the best. Any other divisions in this particular league? Because I know we have a couple of divisions in England. Any of them in this particular league?
I don't believe so. I'm in the north side.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll be looking forward to some reports, some updates, and we want to hear all good news coming back.
Yeah, man. Hopefully, and thanks. Yeah, I appreciate it.
Well, all the best.
Yeah, man. Thanks.
We'll take this break and I'll be back with our feature for this evening.
War between cats and dogs. What is this place?
Well, I'm back, and tonight athletics is in the spotlight. The SKN Moves Nevis chapter is preparing for its next big event. Sheila James and Jamia Claxton tell us more.
Hi, I'm Sheila James from SKN Moves Nevis chapter, right here on the beautiful grounds of the Malcolm Gishard Park, appropriate for what we're about to talk about. And this is my colleague and committee member,
Jamia Claxton.
So today we're here to talk to you all about the next event, which is coming up this September. This is the big one for the late summer, and it's a Nevis knockout, public sector versus private sector. We are currently looking for 32 persons, 16 of which the criteria you must be working for public sector, and the other half you have to be working for private sector. So let's get into the conversation about what we're going to be doing, Jamia. So basically what it is, the event's going to take place at the Fit Wellness Ground, the obstacle course, and the objective of this competition is the fastest time against the clock completing the obstacle course. How does that sound? And it's going to be highly competitive, so we want the best of the best to take part in this. If you're deadly serious, you are the ones we're looking for. It's not for the ill-fated, because it really is going to push you to all limits. This event's going to take place over 4 weeks in September. The first round, there'll be 32 persons, that's 16 teams of each, in twos, will compete. And the first round is the big knockout round where 8 teams will be eliminated. What we've decided to do is, in order to put the teams together, we're going to do it like the World Cup, right, Jamir?
Yes.
So we're going to have all the names in a bowl, and we're going to have members from the committee blindfolded pull out the names and pair up public versus private. So that way it's fair. You'll have time to train. The grounds will be open for you to go across and take a look, even have a tryout and see how fair you do. And you can then decide whether it's for you or not. I think it's going to be great fun. The grounds, as far as I know, David's not going to be with us today, but basically the grounds are going to be safe. We have crash mats on the areas where they're necessary in case we have any upsets. Jamia's team, I'm going to introduce you to Jamia, and he's going to tell you a bit about what their role will be for this event.
Okay, so I'm responsible for volunteers, and I'm taking this opportunity to encourage persons who are interested in volunteering to just reach out to me at the Department of Sports here in Nevis. Our responsibility is basically officiating, providing official duties for the meet in terms of scoring, timing, recording and stuff like that. So if you're interested in being part of a volunteer corps, just reach out to me.
Great stuff, and we're looking forward to that. And it's so important that we have these guys here because it's official. It's no messing around. There's going to be no errors and no cheating. So please be mindful that it's going to be a proper organised event. We've got the Red Cross on board, of course, in case there's any accidents. Hopefully there won't be anything. It'll be just minimal stuff, so you don't have to worry about that. We have our sponsors on board. At this point in time, we do not want to mention who the sponsors are, but let me tell you something. We've got it good this year, and we will discuss that at a later time at the press conference. So let's just go through. We talked about the first elimination, which is 8 teams. The second elimination, which would be the quarterfinals, the third, the semi, and then of course the finals. This will take place over 4 weeks, probably Saturday mornings, because that's the best time for most people. So if you've got things to do, do it on the Friday night in preparation for the Saturday morning event. The obstacle course, as I say, has been sat there for many years. It's a fantastic facility. It's underused, and we want to try and prop it up now. This event hopefully will be the kickstart for other events to come and take place at the facility. I want to say a special thank you to the Ministry of Health and Gender Affairs, who will be supporting this event, and of course the secret sponsor will come out in the next few weeks. Registration will be $20 per person. The other thing to mention is that if you are interested, you can contact myself or Jamir. I'm actually going to be away for 5 weeks, so the best thing to do is to send it to an email address, which is Sheila, SHELAGH.James@niagov.com. That's the email address to send your interest if you really want to take part. We recognise that we only want the top 32, so if we get 100 persons, the committee will have to decide who are going to be selected based on fitness and age. Age is very important. We need persons to be 18 plus to take part in this event. Anything else, John? Prizes. Oh, we got some fantastic prizes lined up. Again, that will be aired at the press conference when we've got everything tied up. But we've got some fantastic prizes and giveaways. So yeah. Anything else?
Just to explain a bit about the knockout. On day 1, of course, as you mentioned, we have 16 teams. That will be down to 8
teams
for the quarterfinals, and then down to 5 for the semi-finals. Then the top 3 teams will participate on the final day, the grand final.
Sounds great. I can't wait. It's going to be fantastic. And you've got time to train now. You can go to the gym. You can use this fabulous park facility to do your running and walking. There's so much you can do in the meantime. Eat well and train well and be safe. We'll be back at some point to go through all this again and announce when we're going to have the press conference. So in the meantime, from SKM Moves Nevis chapter, I'm Sheila James.
I'm Jamie Claxton.
Thank you for watching.
Well, that's our package for this evening. I am Curtis Morton, reminding you that you can watch sports if you're not fit. But to play sports requires fitness, diligence, and sacrifice. Have a good night.